the channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 5,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button below. I would appreciate it. So in today's video, we're making it short and sweet, and we're actually embroidering on a backpack as well as a little lunchbox. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. All right, so a customer did reach out to me and actually provided this adorable little backpack as well as this matching lunchbox. Now, of course, when it does come to embroidering, I do make sure that where the customer is wanting it to be placed, I am able to fit a hoop in here. Ideally, I do work with Mighty Hoop a lot of the times just because it does not tear at the fabric and it creates, in my opinion, less pressure just because it is more magnetic rather than like smushing the material. And then also when it comes to lunch boxes, I actually had to deny a request about a week and a half ago at this point because the way that the lunchbox was designed, I was actually not able to stick my back of the hoop into the little pouch here. So unfortunately, I was not able to help her. But of course, at this point, I'm actually asking the customers to send me a copy, not to send me a copy, but basically send me a photo of the image so I can kind of look at it and make sure I'm comfortable with doing it. Because the last thing I want to do is take a product, not be able to do it, or even just ruin the product, I guess is the best way to say it. So when she sent the photo, I noticed that the zipper was pretty large and I'm easily able to fit the back of my hoop in here so we can go ahead and design on the front. So let's get over to the computer and let's create the name and the design. All right, we are going to actually be working on the book bag first. So of course, what I'm going to make sure is I'm going to check my measurements, which as you guys can see right here, the opening is almost at 10 inches and my hoop is 5. So I do want to make sure that I can make this as large as possible. So I'll probably go about 4.5 inches. And on this particular one, we're actually just doing the monogram. And this is the font that I actually am going to be using. We are putting her full name on the physical backpack. And the name of this font is actually under dafont.com if you guys want to find it. And it is called Sweetie Strawberry 9. So simple as that. And then another thing you guys want to make sure, just because I feel like sometimes people can find a little bit of confusion when it comes to monogram, is you need to make sure you're telling people it's first name, last name, middle name, because when she originally sent it on over, she actually gave me first name, middle name, and then last name. And I'm thankful that I did verify that with her, just because we could have just definitely have had a boo-boo in that making. So let's go ahead. We have it here. Let's drag that out of the way. And then like I mentioned, I am actually just gonna put in here. So width, we're doing about 4.3. And yeah, if I need to make it a little bit larger, I will be able to. But as you guys can see, I am like at 0 and just shy of 5. So I think this size will be perfect. And this I can go ahead and remove because we need to save this as a DST. So I will delete that. And all I'm going to do is go over save as. We're going to hit BHB. And then just drop it down to Racoma DST. Well, we're going to save that. And then from here, I'm actually going to go back and we're going to put in the name. So we're not kind of going back and forth. So let me make sure I'm spelling this correctly. BRYNLEY. Now, of course, since we are doing full name here, we are going to have to drop down the size a little bit, which again, it's fine. So let's just, again, do 4.30 and hit apply. So as you guys can see, we are definitely within 0 to 5. And again, if I need to adjust it on the machine, I definitely can do it at least between, 5 and 10%. So at this point, I've already gone ahead, I've hooped the product. I made sure that we had the correct color thread selected, or not selected, but like on the machine. And now all that I have to do is I need to bring the image over to your machine. So I'm actually doing that right now, as well as picking out my hoop. As you guys did see, I did change my bobbin. I mentioned this multiple times, especially when I have to go into a product inside. I don't feel very comfortable removing it. I am getting a little bit more comfortable, especially with hats. But if I could avoid this situation, I definitely will. And in this situation, I can. So now I'm gonna go ahead, 9, 10, 11. We're gonna go ahead and pick the correct color. And I'm not sure if you can see, I'll show you a quick image closer, but the initials are going to fit within the hoop. So that is good. The only thing is that I might actually need to make it smaller, because technically I can only go from here down, and I want to be as low as possible, because as you guys can tell, this bracket right here is obviously going to be taking up some additional space for me. So I do want to come down as low as possible. So I'm going to measure the length of that real quick, just because I might have to adjust it on my computer, because again, we can't shrink it too small on the Ricoma machine. All right, and so as we can kind of tell, it looks like we are, well, the Ricoma machine, or the Mighty Hoop, which is kind of cool, is magnetic, so it just holds it for me. But we're at 5, right at the zipper line, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and drop it down as low as possible on here. We should be fine, because like I said, I'm going as low as possible. So let's go ahead, loop that over here. Like I said, I am dropping this as low as I can. Oh, you know what I have to do, which is very important? I need to change out my bracket. Right now I have on my hat, and we need to hoop it to my bar. So let's also do that right now. And there you have it. We've gone ahead and completed both the lunchbox as well as the backpack. Now with the lunchbox, as you guys can see right here, so I did not do a close-up of it, I actually ended up bringing the image back over to my laptop. I shrunk the image quite a bit, and then I went ahead and re-uploaded on the machine, just because I was not feeling comfortable on how close the embroidery was getting to the edge of the hoop. So I did go ahead and shrink that one. And then with this image, I did shrink it by at least 10%. Similar situation, I did not like how close at least the Y was getting to the bracket. So again, just for safe measures, I did go ahead and shrink that one as well. But overall, I do think that it came out really good. I'm not gonna lie, I do hold my breath quite a bit when I am doing images like this, just because I wanna make sure that it is centered. And yeah, that's probably one of my biggest worries, but I think it looks pretty good. So I do appreciate you guys for watching. If you could, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye everyone.